to the new thing isn't global warming or isn't Ukraine or isn't COVID. Now it's the Muslims. And I don't like a lot of the stuff Israel's doing. I think they stood down. I think it was a false flag. I mean, I think real Islamicists attacked, but it was clearly money Biden sent. But what's the larger picture here with Harvard and the big universities endorsing this? We got a lot to talk about in the 45 minutes or so we've got him. And I'm going to cover some more news after he leaves us in this hour before the next guest joins us. But clearly we said another big war is coming. That's going to be the distraction from the COVID deaths, all the rest of it. And now they're trying to trigger a holy war. Obviously, you get boosted big on Twitter and everywhere else, Hotep, where you're already reaching millions a day if you got on the bandwagon. But clearly the establishment is trying to create some type of clash of civilizations here. Hotep Jesus, thank you for joining us, hotepjesus.com. And people can also find you at Hotep Jesus on Twitter and menofhonor.com. So, Hotep, thank you so much for coming on with us.
Oh, absolute pleasure, Alex. So, yeah, so your take on Israel is pretty much similar to my take. Obviously, the timing is convenient. We have election season now here, a.k.a. grifting season. Nikki Haley has proven to be a supreme grifter herself after her comments on Fox last night. But what's the bigger story here? Well, first of all, the next distraction is to create something domestically, right? Create some sort of event domestically. Now, it's been happening in spurts here and there. You have protesters clashing. You have Grand Central Station being attacked by pro-Palestine protesters. You have Jewish people being attacked. A lot of different skirmishes have taken place on domestic soil. Much of this planned, much of this known by the elite rulers. And that was one of my fears early on, where there's conflict in the Middle East, and because of all the vitriol on social media spilled into our streets. Now, much of this stuff, as we know, Hamas and Palestine has been supported by George Soros. Black Lives Matter supported by George Soros. We've tracked down some of these protests between the pro-Palestine socialists, I think Stop the War Coalition is one of them. And Jeremy Corbyn is partly behind some of these protests. So what we have is a communist socialist takeover of another people's struggle. But what's the bigger story that's happening here? Well, while everybody's distracted by the Middle East, what we are experiencing is a complete and total financial transformation where money is going to change how it operates, both at a wholesale level and a retail level. Right now, the House Financial Services Committee is discussing Basel III Endgame. And basically what they're talking about now is, what are the capital requirements for a banking institution? Now, we know what the capital requirements have been since COVID. They said that they are basically zero. You need zero reserves. But now Basel III is challenging some of that and saying that banks need to hold more money, more cash, more capital, which is going to hurt, obviously, the small guys. So what we're looking at right now is actually a huge transformation of the banking industry. If you look, you'll see many banks right now shutting down. You have Wells Fargo.
By the way, let me just interrupt you and say, bingo, 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 ding, 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 ding. We're coming to the end of the big bubble, the new rollout of the central bank currencies. They admit it, and they need crises as the diversion to bring this in.
That's correct. And not only so the crises is going to...
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How I'm supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there, you understand? You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.
I only have one question in regard to
the ZeroHedge debate. Why? Just why? The Grift Report starts right now.
2, 1, boom. Hotep Jesus.
Of all the Jesuses I know, he's the Hotepiest. Social scientist and YouTube host, Hotep Jesus.
How the fuck do you get a name like Hotep Jesus?
The one and only Hotep Jesus.
Ryan Sharp, better known to the world as Hotep Jesus.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Somebody said, what do you think you are, some kind of Hotep Jesus?
Ooh,
And
that's
I was
good.
Just like, ooh, that's sexy. Yes, I do think I'm Hotep Jesus.
Greetings to all the Hoteps. Welcome to the Grift Report live Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm your host, the Grift God.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
I think I got to bring the volume up on that.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Hotep to the chat. Hotep to the Hotepistanis. Hotep to all the Hoteps. Andre Brown, I see you.
Hotep.
I'm about to give Andre Brown a wrench. Let's go ahead and give him a wrench here. Welcome, Dre. You're now moderating the channel. Feel free to become the Stalin you always wanted to be, as the chat is moderated by communist dictators. I appreciate you. Grifty's tickets on sale now. Let me get this pinned tweet up. Bing, bong, boom. Is that right? All right, good. Perfect. Perfect. And of course, I can't modify that without doing this. Boom. Okay, good. Got that up and going. In case you didn't know, Grifties are around the corner, March 9th. Here in New Jersey. Make sure y'all go check out the tickets. We got a couple of people have confirmed. Anomaly has officially confirmed. We got Shane Cashman of Timcast IRL. Alex Stein, Primetime 99, Chrissy Mayer, much more. Did I miss anybody? I know Fresh Mike's in the chat somewhere. Did I miss anybody, Mike? Did I miss anybody? Shout out to Fresh Mike, making sure the Grifties happen on time and great. Working on some pre and post event stuff too, so look out for that. Pre and post event. We'll probably do a breakfast or a lunch if you guys want to do that. Some of us will go down to Jabari's restaurant the morning after. Because I think that's a Friday, right? I think the Grifties are on a Friday. No, the Grifties are on a Saturday. So maybe we'll do the morning thing at Jabari's spot. Or maybe we'll crash it Friday night. Maybe we could crash it Friday night. I don't know. We're going to figure that out. We got plenty of time to figure that out. And then we'll work on like a little, maybe a meet and greet. We should probably do a pre-meet and greet at the hotel. A meet and greet with all the influencers. Come, kick it, have brunch, sign autographs. Yeah, that's probably what we should do. Probably a few hours before the event. Because the hotel is not far. And make sure you get in contact with us because the event, I believe it's called the Sonesta Suites. Sonesta Suites, and they have rooms for less than $100. So make sure y'all book over there and tell them you are with the Dojo of Comedy, so you can get that discounted rate. Again, not sure how many of you know this, but Apex comes out this week. Apex comes out this week. This is for strength support. We want to maintain optimal testosterone levels. So this is our testosterone support supplement. Can't wait to start using this. I got some samples coming my way this week. Can't wait to start using this as I'm on my my gym routine. Started leveling up, hitting the gym, moving away from the home workouts. So I can't wait to see what this does for me and my body. should turn me into a gorilla. No racism jokes allowed. Vanessa Sweets, right? Okay. Anomalies added officially. List on X posted just now. All right, let me go to X. Here we go. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Got it. All right. So far, confirmed live appearances include Hotep Jesus, Canon Hotep, Uncle Hotep, Alex Stein, Primetime 99, Chrissy Mayer, Phil That Remains. Basically, we got the Tim Cass coming without Tim Cass. I actually emailed Nancy today to find out what's up with Tim. Maybe we can get Tim in there. But we got Phil That Remains and Shane Cashman from Tim Cast IRL, Sonny Johnson, and, of course, President Doe Dubes. There's probably somebody else missing here. But make sure you go get your tickets. Make sure you go get your tickets to our event. A lot of perks come with attending these events, as you know. You get first dibs on a lot of things and much, much more. Anyway, let's start the show. So over the weekend, I didn't even know about this. I should probably find that tweet just to show you how out of the loop I was. I had forgotten this was a thing. Hold on. Where is it? Let me find a tweet because it was P-Dog Knight actually sent this to me. And it was Jan 6 Insurrection Celebration Weekend, a.k.a. Janteenth Weekend. And I posed this question to my followers, and I said, how did you celebrate Janteenth? And P-Dog said he was watching the shit show debate on X. So the debate hosted by ZeroHedge, moderated by Ian Crossland. And I said, there's no way I could be seen on camera with a grown-ass man named Destiny. That's a stripper name.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
And we're going to get into this a little bit further. I said, why is Alex Jones the only one whose voice doesn't sound like they're taking gender swap hormones? It sounds like everybody on the panel was on hormone therapy. Really weird. Really, really weird. So let's go to the tape. Let's pull up some clips here about and see what they were talking about here. Actually, before we get into that, I want to play this Michelle Obama clip. I have no idea what's going on in this Michelle Obama clip. I hadn't had a chance to watch it yet. So let's watch this first, and then we'll get into the ZeroHedge situation. Let's see what she's talking about.
The things that keep me up because you don't have control over them. Mm-hmm. And you wonder, where are we in this? Where are our hearts? What's going to happen in this next election? I am terrified about what could possibly happen because our leaders matter. Who we select, who speaks for us, who holds that bully pulpit. It affects us in ways that sometimes I think people take for granted. The things.
Okay. Shit got serious. Shit has officially gotten serious when they pull Michelle Obama out. Not sure if Biden will be running again, but it's interesting that they pull Michelle Obama out. I'm going to let my mind sit on that. And we'll come back. We'll revisit that thought in just a few. In the meantime, let's take a look at this ZeroHedge debate and some of the clips that have circulated online. And then some of the grifting to follow. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Just want to make sure. All right, I have them all. All right, let's go to the first one. And let's see here.
Different way. Was this an attempted coup? Do you guys think this was an attempted coup?
Of course it was. Obviously it was.
The Hunter Biden laptop.
Oh my God.
The weaponization
Hillary
hearings.
Clinton's emails,
the censorship.
Russia.
There's no
COVID,
Russian connection. That's all.
mRNA vaccines.
Take your extra. I want you to take all the shots.
Global warming.
How many shots have you had?
None yet. You want to take some?
No, I want.
Different way. Was this an attempted coup?
Now, before we get into the rest of the clips, I want to talk about Ian Crossland. I like Ian. Ian's a cool dude. Very interesting character. I'm not sure what his role was in this debate. They said he was supposed to be moderator. And so he didn't do much moderating from the limited time that I watched. He didn't do much moderating. So I'm wondering, just wondering, was that part of the plan? Was it about like, hey, I'm going to have a hands-off approach to moderating this debate and let these guys just go at it for shits and giggles, for the lols, right? For the memes. Was that the tactic? Maybe, right? Because I thought to myself, I'm like, you did. If I was, judging myself and I did exactly what Ian did, I said I did a poor job. But maybe it was designed this way to bring the most memeology. So in that case, I can't say he did a poor job. I think he did a great job being hands-off and bringing us these classic moments, because trying to separate Alex Jones and Destiny probably would have limited what the hell was that? Limited the number of results in the memes. Let's go to the next clip.
I was there. There was over a million people, and they said police are attacking, and we got there like shooting tear gas, and then a bunch of feds helped break through with some idiots that got mad, had a brawl, and then the cops go, come on in, everybody come on in.
So Alex,
so there's everybody sees those videos now.
Okay, so
call this the new Pearl Harbor, worse than 9/11. 3,000 people. Do you disagree? Let me ask you this. Do you disagree with them claiming this was worse than Pearl Harbor or 9/11?
I think it depends how you ask that question. I would say no, it's not worse than Pearl Harbor or 9/11.
What are you basing on it? Are you basing?
No, I get it.
No.
Trying to take people's votes away is.
There's no way you can compare Jan 6 to Pearl Harbor or 9/11. It's not even in the same class, category, rung, level, like nowhere near close. At all. You just can't compare the two. That's something that the left created to villainize the people of Jan 6 and demonize those people. And it's gross grandiosity. It is hyperbolics, exaggeration. And it's a tactic that a lot of the shills and grifters use, both left and right. Last week we watched a clip where Poso called a guy a thug and said he threw him off the platform. So, many of these media types use various pieces of language and tactics to create hyperbole, to make things seem larger than life, bigger than what they really are, for the clicks, for the attention. Let's go back.
No.
Sacrosanct, but you're trying to take over Trump.
Worse at what?
Now, these are the Krassenstein twins, and I'm just wondering, are they on hormone therapy? Why does their voice sound like this? Are they trans? Serious question. Are the Krassenstein twins trans? That's a serious question. I'm gonna ask the internet. Krassenstein twins trans? Serious question. Cause I don't know. I'm not up on, I don't know, y'all know these people better than I do. But listening to their voice, I thought maybe they're actually women. Cause that's what they sound like.
That a president of the United States would do everything within his power to prevent the peaceful transfer of power to the next president.
He said, I want you to peacefully march down to the Capitol.
That is a uniquely horrible event. The
horrible.
march to the Capitol, what was bad was him watching the riot happen for 3 hours and doing nothing.
No, it took him, it was the riot was happening. He spoke for an hour and a half. It started then. Then he got back to the White House.
I think this is the InfoWars studio. And I don't know if you're supposed to do this or not, or how this would have turned out, but there should have been like a live fact checker. You know, Alex hires a lot of people, or a fair amount of people, and they should have had somebody live fact checking, you know, things that people were saying during this debate and throwing it up on the screen. Or maybe that would have disrupted the experience. I don't know. I'm not a professional in, at that level of broadcast media. Would have been interesting.
Watched it like 30, 40 minutes and then shot a video.
No, you're lying. He got back to the White House. Mark Meadows delivered a note on his desk that Ashley Babbitt had been shot, and he sat there sipping Diet Coke for an hour and a half. The guy that you called your leader.
The way they run these headlines,
how many pardons,
I was there.
How many pardons did Trump do for the Patriots that got unfairly charged with crimes and convicted in the Capitol grounds?
I was there.
Why didn't Donald Trump pardon any of those people? Why didn't Donald Trump pardon any of those people?
I've seen the timelines.
There's not going to be an answer to this. Because there's not. You're scared to answer any questions.
They claimed in their timelines.
Every single
for almost.
Yeah, if I'm a moderator, I need like a mute all button. Like right there is this is the spot where Ian's supposed to hop in and be like, everybody shut up. You're talking over each other, you know?
An hour and a half.
Just keep it one at a time. It's easier.
Okay, so Ian's trying right there.
When he first started speaking. So you add an hour and a half on.
See, Ian Crossland's different from me. I color outside of the lines. I don't do things by the book. I've always been a rebel. I probably would have been pacing back and forth in the background, trying to do my job, and producers probably would have said, "Hey, Hotep Jesus, you got to sit down." And I would have said to producers, "You can kiss my black ass. I'm doing my job. You just keep making sure the camera's in the right spot." But yeah, I would have taken serious control of this debate and try to make it professional. But again, I'm not sure what the goals were. Maybe the goal is just pure entertainment purposes.
It didn't exist. I was there.
So you're there, Alex. So tell me, were there weapons there?
No, nobody used weapons.
So are you telling?
Yes, there were weapons. You're right. You got me.
He's going to say the cops.
Yeah, they shot Ashley Babbitt and they threw people off the balcony and they beat a woman's brains out. You're right.
There were 75.
Oh no, nobody shot a woman. Nobody beat a woman to death.
Nobody beat a woman on the ground. That's a fake video that got put out. That was not real.
Ashley Babbitt's fake, folks.
He was shot.
I like how you would think that years after the event, we're now getting unreleased footage. Like there were 1,000 people sitting right around it. There's video.
Look at Glenn Greenwald. What is his name? Glenn Greenwald? Glenn Greenwald? Greenwalls? I don't know.
Of that event,
he back there just looking out of place.
5 different angles without her getting beat by a baton. How would that take years to report?
Oh my God!
Alex?
Everybody on X, get him saying they didn't beat a woman to death.
Everybody watching, go to Google.
Yeah. Let's.
You just screwed yourself.
All right.
Let's go to the next tape, and then I'll give you some thoughts on all of this. This looks like a tape. This looks like a commentary by Chief Groyper Nick Fuentes.
When I defended Owen, you just said, here you are advocating for insurrection again. Exact quote. A guy saying, don't go in the Capitol as a reporter, and you don't even stand up for the First Amendment. Or
you don't trust the court? Do you trust the courts?
I don't think most Americans do. That's when you have real revolution.
If you don't trust the court, real revolution. What do you do in a real revolution?
Hey, listen, we're not trying to go there right now.
We are there right now. We just were. It's January 6th.
Listen,
if there was any time to go there,
don't worry.
Don't touch me. Listen.
If there is one,
where would you?
If there is one, you're going to lose.
Sure.
Buddy.
Okay. We'll see. Okay. Where is the?
Hey, listen, we're not trying to go there right now.
We are there right now. We just were. It's January 6th.
Listen,
if there was any time to go there,
don't worry.
Don't touch me.
Listen. If there is one,
where would you?
If there is one, you're going to lose.
Sure.
Buddy.
Okay. We'll see. Okay. Where is the? Didn't like 4 people dying on January 6th from obesity and
he
meth?
hates Destiny. I love him just dominating his space and doing this like freedom interrogation. So you're gonna stand up for the First Amendment? You like that, huh? You like that? You would have shot her? You're sick. What about Julian Assange? He really is funny. You do got to give him credit. He is funny. Like,
let's go to the last piece of this story, then I'll give my final thoughts. My final thoughts bridge off of this next tweet I'm about to show you. So let's go to it. So this is a tweet following that debate, Jan 6, 2:35 p.m. This is from Lex Friedman, and he says, I'm hosting a long-form podcast debate between Ben Shapiro and Destiny soon, each representing the right and left of American politics, respectively. They are two of the most skilled political debaters in the world. If you have topics or questions, let me know. And I responded to this with one word. Why? Why? And I'm going to need the caller's help. You guys call in. Text Hotep in your name to 202-596-5631. Text Hotep in your name to 202-596-5631 if you want to get on the phone lines in about 40 minutes here. And I just want to know why. So here are some of my initial thoughts. Why Destiny? And how Destiny? How has Destiny risen to this level of great grifter? What has he done? And I'm not asking this to denigrate him or downplay him. I honestly am not. I'm just not familiar with his brand, right? Is Destiny the best the left has to offer, or is he the only one from the left willing to debate? It seems like the Krasensteins and Destiny are the best that the right can get to debate. That's what it seems like. And that's pretty sad. The left doesn't have anybody else that can come and debate. Any real professionals, anybody. I guess if you cucked and let your wife bang other men and then she left you and then sued you for money or something like that, I guess that's a great representation of a male from the left. So maybe Destiny does represent the left.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Maybe, just maybe. And, okay, so then the second thought, I guess, is this is about who's got the most reach. So Destiny has, I don't know, how many followers does he have on X? 215,000, but he's got way more subscribers on other platforms. And then Ben Shapiro, we all know Ben Shapiro. How many is Ben Shapiro at right now? Ben's at 6.4 million? That's insane. I didn't realize he had that many followers. So, again, my question is, why Ben Shapiro? And who would you say should be in this debate instead? Who would you send instead? I want to see it in the chat. Who would you rather see the right send into this debate, and who would you rather see the left send into this debate? When it comes to the left, I really can't think of anybody. I think personally, I would choose Cornel West. He's the most educated person probably on the left that I can think of that would be willing to debate. And again, it comes down to willing to debate. And I'm saying he's willing to debate because I've seen him debate Candace Owens, have honest discourse with her, with Gavin McGinnis, something like that. And that was a pretty decent debate. I enjoyed that. On the right, who would you... Ryan Dawson versus Ben Shapiro? Come on, man. Shout out to Ryan Dawson. Now that would be interesting. Ryan Dawson versus Ben Shapiro, I'm there. I'd spend $20 on that debate to watch that. I'd spend $20 on a pay-per-view to watch Ryan Dawson debate. He said Cornell is too honest and real. Destiny ain't. Yeah, that's true. You probably need a straight-up liar. Robert Kennedy, I really don't want to listen to Robert Kennedy speak because his voice is fucked up. No diss, I'm just saying. You watch Destiny sometimes. He's the only one, the only leftist that seems sort of trying to listen to other people. Let's see what the Rumblers are saying. Tim Dillon versus Destiny. Dave Smith. And see what I'm saying? Like, you guys always have to go straight to libertarians. We can't include libertarians. But this goes back to my point before that the best minds are all libertarian on the right. Get Hotep Jesus in there. That would be dope. That would be dope. I wouldn't mind doing that. Against Destiny, though, I'm telling you right now, I'm not debating Destiny. I couldn't do it. I can't debate Destiny. I can't do it. His name's Destiny. I don't want to see Hotep Jesus versus Destiny as a headline anywhere. It's bad branding. Very bad branding. Hotep Jesus versus Ben Shapiro. Yeah, depending on the topic, that could make sense. You know who I'd love to see from the right would be Royce White. I would send Royce White in. Why is everybody I'm thinking of black? Royce White would be dope. He seems like somebody that would be a passionate debater. Scott Horton. Scott Horton again, but you're naming libertarians. Like, you're right. I can't. Oh, you know who? Matter of fact, we might as well just go right into this next tweet. Let's pull this up while we're here. Hold on. Let me find this. Because I want to talk to you guys about this. This account seems very strange. So, at Fringe Views, says, updated, thanks for your suggestions. I'm focused on the cross-promotional network involved. This group ignores knowledgeable voices in order to keep it in the family and control info. There are probably more, should any come off. So, this is a new establishment narrative gatekeepers. And, hold on, let me look at this person's account. I just want to see, first of all, okay. She's uploading to Rumble, okay. So that means she is a real person, I believe. Okay, she's a real person, all right, confirmed. Hopefully she's not an AI bot, because you can make AI videos now with people. But what is her take? Like, what is her angle? Let's see. I just found out that Vivek's Rolvent is funded by Peter Thiel. Thiel also partners in Vivek's Strive Capital Management. It's pretty safe to say that Vivek is Peter Thiel's baby. So she's definitely anti-Vivek. Let's see what she said about Trump. Because her list concerns me, and I think this may be a bitter list, right? I think this is a list of bitterness. So let's go Trump. See what she says about Trump. Get some insight. Lord of Lockdown, father of the vaccine, bringer of warp speed. Okay. So she's critical of Trump. She's critical of Vivek. Actually, my bad. Let's see her thoughts on Biden. Let's see what she's talking about here. Okay, she's definitely critical of Biden. Let's do DeSantis. All right, so she seems to be critical across the board, which is good, which is a good thing. So now let's come back. Actually, let's check for Nikki Haley. Last one. Yes, people have said that being against Israel, because I think that. Okay, so she has some critique of Nikki Haley, at least a little bit here. All right, so let's go back to the tweet, and let's look at this list of people that she's posted here. So left to right, I'm not gonna be able to recognize all these people, but we got Tucker, Russell Brand, Alex Jones, Joe Rogan, Tim Pool, Dan Bongino, PBD, Candace Owens, Steve Bannon, Ben Shapiro, Eric Weinstein, or one of the Weinsteins. Is that Jordan Peterson, Lex Friedman, some dude I don't know, some lady I don't know, Ian Miles Chong, Andrew Tate, Dave Rubin, some dude I don't know, Scott Adams, some dude I don't know, a couple I don't know, Jack Poso, Zuby, Michael Malice, don't know, Mario Nawfall, I forget, this is Robert McCullough, I think his name is. No, that's not Dr. McCullough. That's he's Robert something else, I believe. I see Charles Haywood on here, Gutfeld. Who's this doctor guy again with the white hair? I forget his name. Steven Crowder, and then the rest of these people I don't know. Then it says Cross Promotion, X, Rumble, Daily Wire, Rebel News, InfoWars, The Blaze, Vivek, JFK, Elon, and investors, they have Elon, Trump, and then two guys I don't know. So names I would not include on this list. First of all, we got to go with Michael Malice. I missed him in my assessment, but I don't think Michael Malice should be here as far as narrative gatekeepers. That he's so libertarian and so anarchist. I don't even know how he made this list. Which my initial thoughts were, she's bitter that these people won't talk to her. And a lot of it has to do with raising your profile. A lot of people aren't going to talk to nobodies. But I will say, Michael Malice, first and foremost, he probably the first major podcast. The first time I was in studio podcast talking politics and current events was on Michael Malice's podcast. So he gave me a look. So let's take him off the list. Alex Jones, Joe Rogan, Tim Pool. Let's take them off the list. I understand why they're there. But I would take them off the list because anybody who's platformed the Hoteps obviously is not doing a good job gatekeeping. Let's just call a spade a spade. If you've given a platform to the Hoteps, you are definitely opening up a lane to new voices. And Tim Pool's hosted us a bunch of times, so I would throw him some bail. Joe Rogan's had me on twice, and you know the story with Alex Jones. Dan Bongino, haven't had any interactions with him. PBD, you guys know that story between me and his company. Although I understand why he's on this list of gatekeepers, but Candace Owens. Does Candace Owens have the power to be a gatekeeper? I mean, I guess she could be. In fact, maybe Candace Owens should be a gatekeeper because I remember her organization, Blexit, you had some people defecting and saying that she wasn't supporting, she was taking credit for their work. So that's definitely gatekeeper type stuff. When you have your people that you've commissioned to do outreach for Blexit, say, oh, you never, gave us credit for the work we did. You took all the credit. In a way, I mean, it's her organization, so if you work for her, she's supposed to take the credit. But if the people are upset, maybe it's because she never platformed them, never gave them a shout out. And sometimes it just takes that little bit, right? Especially on a huge platform like Candace Owens, just shout your people out. Who else would I remove from this list? I would take Steve Bannon out. Understand why he's on the list, but the fact that he platformed Royce White and Royce White has his own show on that platform says a lot. Jordan Peterson. Does Jordan Peterson even have, I don't even think, I guess he's a narrative gatekeeper, I guess. I don't know. But does he have a platform where he can even gatekeep? Lex Friedman. I mean, I'm not familiar with Lex Friedman. I don't know where he came from. It seemed like he came out of nowhere, but that could just be a blind spot for me. He's never platformed me. I'm not bitter about it. It's whatever. Like if he said, "Hey, I want to talk to Hotep Jesus," I'd talk to Lex. He seems like he has a nice platform. I'd love to, talk to him about. Just not exactly sure, why he's there. Or I should say, I'm not exactly sure why he's important, like how he got his platform and all of that. I'm just not sure. Somebody's got to give me some backstory on where he came from. Who else would I remove? Scott Adams. Scott Adams, somebody who's shown me love prior to me even interviewing him. And he sent me a nice, we invited Scott Adams to the Grifties, and he sent me he sent me a very respectful no. He basically said, actually, I'll show you our DM exchange here between me and Scott Adams. I'm sure he wouldn't mind because there's nothing crazy on the screen here. Hold on a second. So, what's going on? Why is it not letting me? What the? Oh. All right, here we go. So, I said, yo, my white supremacist brother, we're booking for the Grifties next year, live show at the Dojo Comedy. What's your booking contact info? And he said, I prefer Colonizer. It sounds like fun, but I'm not booking anything outside of my house for now. I'm enjoying watching you expand your power. Keep being you. So that's dope. That's dope. I appreciate that. Got a lot of love from nice respectful no, right? All right, let's come back if I can find that. Let's close some windows out. Come back to this. All right. So I would remove Scott Adams, Michael Malice. Charles Haywood came on my platform. We had a wonderful discussion. I've been diving into Charles Haywood's work and trying to understand his line of thought about various subjects. He has some interesting things to say about the war between right versus left. So I think I was listening to one podcast. Charles Haywood was talking about how we should be focusing all of our effort on fighting the left and no infighting on the right. So I'm going to invite him back on. I have a bunch of questions I've been collecting as I listen to his material because I think he's a fascinating mind. And I just wouldn't include him here. Again, anybody who's spoken to Hotep Jesus is doing a very, very, very poor job of being a narrative gatekeeper, because we are the destroyer of narratives. Gutfeld, again, against the wishes of the powers that be. Gutfeld has platformed me, so he's a terrible narrative gatekeeper. Yeah. So those are the names I would remove. The rest of these people probably deserve to be on here. And that's no, indictment against any specific individual on this list. As I said, I'm not going to, name names specifically of these people. But I don't know if I like the term narrative gatekeeper. I don't know if I agree with that. The better term is grifter.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
That's why the Grifties are important. Shout out to Grifties.com. It's probably the most important. Is grifters. They're not really narrative gatekeepers. They're more like kind of. Well, maybe that isn't a bad term. Narrative gatekeeper, because they do keep people on a script. They do keep people on a script. Many of these voices here are keeping people in a certain mindset. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe narrative gatekeeper is an okay term here, but no. So from this list, who would I send into a debate? I'd probably send Tim Pool, Joe Rogan into a debate against a leftist, I would send Andrew Tate, Michael Malice, Gutfeld. I think my first pick would probably be Charles Haywood. If I had to send anybody on this list into a debate, it'd be between Charles Haywood and Scott Adams. Would be my two top picks. Michael Malice and Gutfeld being tied for third. And I'm choosing this based upon approach. I think Michael Malice and Gutfeld would bring too much entertainment value. Whereas Scott and Charles, they're more on the boring end of the spectrum. And that's really what I want to hear from a debate. I want some strong, boring, intellectual commentary. You know, Gutfeld and Malice, they're going to be too funny. I'm going to have too much fun watching them debate. Shout out to Rudy the Vet Russo. He said he let his wife bang other men, so she banged his way to the top and then left him for bigger pockets. Laughed my ass off. Don't be a cuck, people. Shout out to Rudy. Thank you for the super chat. Strong Dad said, if you watch Destiny in any capacity, you a bitch. I don't want to hear this fair leftist bullshit. Destiny gay as fuck. You know, that's my thing about debating Destiny. It's like, I went back and forth with myself about this because you'll go to debate a leftist and then their thing is don't platform that person because we don't want to give a voice to particular people on the right. And I think that's an unfair thing to do. However, strategically, it's intelligent. So it's frustrating, but strategically it's intelligent because why would you give a voice to your opponent, right? Why would you even allow people to? So that was my take where it was like, Destiny is so out of bounds. Like, why are we even platforming him? But then it's just like, well, are we being like the left in that matter? To which now I'm arguing that, you know, it's not about being like the left. It's about just being strong strategically and maybe learning from the left and how they choose who to debate, when and where, and not give a voice. So in that sense, I'm leaning towards not platforming Destiny. You know, let's get somebody serious up here. Like, what are we really doing? You know? So yeah. Let me read some comments here in the chat. What was the issue with PBD podcast? I don't want to rehash it. Russell Brand is a gatekeeper, is he? I don't know. I don't watch his stuff. I wouldn't know. Lex has a fake resume, does he? Lex is MIT. He has a lot of AI connections. Sure, he might be an op, but he interviews two people in the field, primary AI, machine learning, robotics, and astrophysics. That's true, because I have listened to his podcast to get, I was listening to his podcast to prepare for my debate versus Cyprian. And I got to be honest with you, I listened to 5 different podcasts in regards to AI on Lex Fridman, and only one of them I liked. Only one of them, the guy I felt had some opinions that I thought had some weight, some studies, some background. The rest of them, I'm listening to them and I'm like, you guys are kind of corny. You guys are kind of whack. Yeah, Scott Adams seems okay. Glenn Beck. Not familiar with Glenn Beck's work, but Fuego de Basadero, he said the old Malice podcast in New York is how I found you, HJ. Really? See that? Shout out to Michael Malice. I think a lot of people found me through Malice, and he platformed me twice. Retro Neon said those libs were either high on soy in that debate and or castrated. Yo, let's go see if anybody answered my question on Twitter about them taking hormone therapy. Let's go take a look. So we got 52 responses. They were a boy and girl, then they switched to the opposite. Oh man, Catherine Maturell says my voice is more masculine. He says saw one of them on PBD, looked like an AIDS patient from the 1980s. He said nah, just low T. Nah, political positions post 2020 are polarized to the extreme of physical phenotypes. The Krassensteins behave in an annoying and effeminate manner and have soft features. Many modern liberals just look and act androgynous. Ooh. He said, well, they're Jewish, so it could be like 6 different genders according to their faith. Come on, Claude Adams. That's terrible. I don't even know what that means. Trans species. Pretty sure they are reptilians. So yeah. I don't exactly know what's going on with the Krassensteins, but it is what it is. How many followers did I lose this morning from my I'm only down like 30 followers from my question this morning. So I posted this question this morning, right? Mostly because I just don't know what the hell's going on. So I posted, and when I posted this question, I knew I was going to lose followers and I knew I was going to end up blocking people. But I really was asking the question because I just didn't understand what's going on. And I said, why are the farmer protests acceptable, but the Palestinian protests not? Both block roads, no? Is it an I agree with these people, so it's okay thing? So, my thing is when people talk about the protesters, the Palestinian protesters are talking about them blocking roads, and they disagree with that. And then I saw the farmers protesting and they were blocking roads. And I'm like, well, both are blocking roads. How come one gets preferential treatment over the other? Right? Removing all of my particular bias. Now, if anybody is a familiar watcher or frequent watcher of this show, I'm just extremely objective to where I just don't pick sides until there's a need for it. So, between the Palestinian protesters and the farmers overseas, I really don't give a damn. Although the protesters did block off Manhattan Bridge, Holland Tunnel, like that's some severe blockage. Anyway, so we got some interesting responses here. Somebody says farmers are protesting abuse of government taxes and seems more organic than Palestinian ones. And I'm like, probably. That's probably true because I made a video about this and the Palestinian protesters appear to be astroturfed from my point of view. And the farmers do seem to be organic, no pun intended. Said, I don't think the farmers are paid protests. Yeah, true. Said it's team sports. And I said, yeah, it makes sense. And then I think that's probably the thing here. And then Libertarian Party of Orange County. And they said the farmer protests use the roads. Few of them block roads. The Dutch farmer protests use medians and side of roads for burning hay. They didn't damage the roads. So I did some real quick search, and it looks like the farmers are blocking access to major highways. So really what this comes down to is, like I said in the question, is just that, you agree with one set of people over another. So in that case, it's okay, which means that the argument has to be tweaked. You can't have the argument of, oh my God, these people are blocking roads. The argument is you guys do not have a legitimate reason to protest. You're exercising your First Amendment right, but your reasoning for protesting is just, I just disagree with it. And I think that is probably the more intelligent argument than, hey, you're blocking roads. It should be, yo, we don't agree with you and you're blocking roads, you freaking moron. But if I had to pick sides, I probably would side with the farmers. I mean, the farmers, they are protesting. Basically what it comes down to is there's a tax subsidy that's been removed. I believe this is in Germany on diesel gas and, other issues with the government. But, farmers coming under attack is something that we're going to see more and more, even in the United States, as the government tries to move to fake food, right? As the government tries to move towards controlling food production and distribution. So, yeah, I would definitely side with the farmers. Anyway, let's go back in the grift bag. I got more here. We covered that. We covered that. Let's take a look at. All right, hold on. Let me close out some windows first. And I want to show you some really wild shit I saw today. Hold on. I want to open up a few tweets here as we get ready to take some phone calls. And I want to hear from the phone calls, why should we debate destiny? Should we not debate destiny? I want to hear from you guys. Is he an op? Is the right part of the op of making him somebody? Because that's what it feels like to me, is a possibility that the right is contributing to making him an op. Or it's an op to make him a thing, right? So, first things first, I want to cover this. This has been in the grift bag for a week now, so I want to just go over this really fast. So, all right. So there's this account named Eden, what is it? Eden Young Money. Okay. And I just want to post this to make you guys feel better about yourself. That's all. That's all I want to do, is make you feel better about yourself. His account is now been protected. He's now protected his tweets. And he says, I'm making $25K per month at 16 years old, and here's how. And then there's a link to his Telegram, right? And when I saw a kid was making $25,000 a month, I was like, oh, cool. Let me check out what he's doing, and maybe I can learn something from him. And then lo and behold, there's an image of him with stacks of money. And then the now deleted tweet, as you can see here. Let's go back. Let's go here. The now deleted. Wait, what is going on? Why is it? Come on, Elon. Can you make an app? Okay, so here's the stack of money. All right, and I always like to, give people a fair shot. But if you look at the stack of money in this image, right? He's got the stacks of money here, as you see on the desk. Then they zoomed in on it, and you see right there, and it does have a serial number. Then when you cross-reference the serial number with money you can buy online, you get the same serial number, 860, ending in 860I. Folded and banded up the same exact way. Purchasable money. So why am I sharing this with you? Simply because if you see somebody making money online, don't feel bad. Many of these people are scamming, okay? And I'm going to show you a really legit scam that a lot of people use, and they make you feel like you're inadequate because you're not making money online, right? So one of the old school ones was drop shipping, and basically what somebody would do is they'd get a drop shipping store, buy some products from China, and then sell it in a drop shipping store. I don't know, something like watches, right? And then they would make $100,000. But what they would do is they would post total revenue. But there'd be a huge ad spend. So make a long story short, they're not showing you net, they're showing you total gross. So you always want to ask people, what was net? What was after expenses? What was your profit after expenses? Because if you're not talking about profit, you're just talking about revenue, then it's kind of fluff, right? It's not real. So basically how the scam goes is you dump a bunch of money into ads, and then the ads bring sales. But because you're spending money on ads, that's money spent and has to be calculated into net income. And people aren't sharing net income. So that's one way you might see a scam online. So if you see somebody making money, so to complete that, so basically what they do is they'll show 100,000 in revenue, and then they'll sell you a course. Here's how to make $100,000 in a year. and then they sell you the course, and come to find out what happens is the course is actually their real money maker. It makes them more money than the actual product. You'll see this with like Tony Robbins and these other guys who charge like $5,000 a ticket. Now, I'm not saying that Tony Robbins is a scammer. What I'm saying is that often the education is more lucrative than selling the actual product. And in Tommy Robbins' case, it's probably not a scam, right? Because when we scale Men of Order, you damn right I'm going to put out a course through Men of Order on how we scaled our business to show people how we did it. And I think and I believe that it will be a lucrative source of income for the company. But the premise of what I'm saying is the education to make money is more lucrative than whatever you did to make that money. Often, not all the time, but sometimes. And that's sometimes can be scammy, you know, like especially if somebody's trying to sell you on some drop shipping, like drop shipping's just dead, right? Like it's just, you know, you can buy direct from fucking China yourself now. They got Temu and all these other different places, right? So people are getting hip to that. So, yeah, drop shipping is definitely not it anymore, depending on what you're drop shipping, right? Because not all drop shipping is created equal. But the education portion is definitely very lucrative, very, very lucrative. All right, let's go back. I got some more in here. I just want to show you that skim scam, just in case you guys saw it. Let's take a look at this video. Apple's got a new product out. I want to know, you guys buying this thing? It's no volume here, I guess. So it looks like usual app icons for an iOS, and this is their goggles. Brings you into an augmented reality experience. Looks like it's controlled by your eyes. Interesting. Okay. Are y'all getting this, or are you scared of this? I gotta be honest with you. I'm a bit scared of this. I don't know if I like this. This is a bridge to a reality that we may not come back from. It's gonna put us definitely into some transhumanism type situation. Although if you're hanging out with an ugly chick, you can put a filter over her face and that might help you out, right? But then that can be strange too, right? Because, you know, you done turned your wife into something she doesn't look like. Or maybe you turn her into AOC and now you're banging AOC. I don't know what kind of sick shit people would do with this, but this is what your mind has to do, right? But also it might take you into an alternative reality that you don't want to unplug from, which could have some subconscious ramifications. I'd like to hear from y'all if y'all gonna purchase that or say no to that. But so far for me, it's a huge no. I don't think we need to be confusing the difference between reality and, although something like that could be good for scientific purposes. Let's go to the next video. Jewish rapper named BLP Kosher says that cracker broke with no hustle, but he blames it on the Jews. Uh-oh. Let's take a listen.
Hey, that cracker broke with no hustle, but he blames it on the Jews. Blame it on the boogie, Jackson 5 on me too. They smoking Doja, dreaming about the cat. I'm trying to make moves. How the fuck can I be claustrophobic? Lock me in the stew. Dirty Diana, I was at the Ross, now I won't dress for less. They was talking shit, but now it's congrats on your success. They want beef, zero stress. Field to fork, farm to fresh. There's plenty fish up in the sea, but that shit always comes. They gave that boy a chance. The rapper that they wouldn't answer. Poking 5 deep, full house, Danny Tanner. My chopper gay have some respect. When I'm in Wilson, I got manners. That Glock McQueen, Alexander, let it sing just like the canter. They won't forget my silhouette, I'm lurking through their window. Get these rappers off my dick before I buy their ass a dildo. I don't give a fuck, they sending shit, man.
Whoa. It was too many homo. See, I try to give him a pass. Too many homo references in this rap for me to continue playing this. It's a big no for me. It's a big no for me. It smells like Hollywood Illuminati initiation grabbing your balls ritual. This is the vibe I get. It's a huge no for me. Wow, YouTube hit me with a, we've detected in your stream belonging to someone else. Your stream may stop. Damn. He's definitely connected. He's definitely connected if they told me I can't play this video no more. I'm glad I stopped. I don't want to play it anyway. This shit is weird as shit. Yeah, that's a huge no for me. Get him the fuck off my screen. Last story, then we're going to go to the phone lines. Last story, then I'm going to go phone lines. Paul L. Gonzalez says, before rebranding as a Trump stalking horse for the primary, Vivek called January 6th a disgrace and praised Mike Pence for, in his own words, resisting Trump's attempts to get him to unilaterally overturn the results of the election. Vivek to Fox News on January 2021. When I saw the disgrace that unfolded at the footsteps of the Capitol on January 6, I cried. I was in tears when I watched on television that day. Vivek in his book, Nations of Victims, in September 2022, Mike Pence, a man I have great respect for, decided it was his constitutional duty to resist Trump's attempts to get him to unilaterally overturn the results of the election, even in the face of January 6th Capitol riot. Our institutions did hold in the end, but they shouldn't have been tested. Let's go to the clip from your boy Vivek, and let's take a listen.
This might be controversial to say, but I think that when I saw the disgrace that unfolded at the footsteps of the Capitol on January 6th, I cried. I was in tears when I watched on television that day. This might be controversial to say, but I think that when I saw the disgrace that unfolded at the footsteps of the Capitol on January 6th, I cried. I was in tears when I watched on television that day. This might be controversial.
Hey, let me get some caps in the chat. Let me get some caps in the chat. Blue caps in the chat if you think this is pure cap coming out the mouth of Robert Shlami. Put some caps in the chat. He said, Vivek from Edison. Listen, is he capping or what? He was crying. Tears came to his eyes on Jan 6. Hold on. Let's see where Hotep Jesus was on Jan 6. Let me see if I can find the video. Jason, you got the video of the Hoteps on Jan 6? Let me see. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is it right here. I found it. Let's go here. Let's put this on the screen. Paste and go. Is this it? No, this isn't it. This is, or is it? No. This is Jan 6, 2021. When did it? Wait a second. No, this isn't it. This isn't it. That's not it. I'm not going to find it. Jan 6 hearings. What was the title of that video? Jason, what was the title of that video? Because it was all smiles, shits, and giggles for us. I don't even remember what the title of that was. I don't feel like looking for it. But let's go to the next thing here. So here it is from his own book. He says, Mike Pence, it's from his book. It checks out. A man I have great respect for decided it was constitutional duty, So as Vivek since turned, let's take a look. Where's Vivek? Where's Vivek's account? Well, there he is. Vivek. All right. What's his? What has he said about January 6th recently? Did he say anything about Jan 6 recently? And let me check the chat for the cap. Yes, there's a lot of caps in the chat. It's a lot of caps in the chat. Heather said I was watching HJ live stream the whole thing. Yeah, I live streamed the whole thing. Yeah, why would he be crying? I don't get why Vivek, you said Anomaly nailed him on that? Did he? Good for him. Good for Anomaly. That's just weird. Why would he cap about something like that? Is this the way the wind blows type situation? You know, go whichever way the wind blows. Is that what this is? And what did he say about the Capitol this weekend? Oh, wait, did y'all see the Laura Loomer back and forth? Laura Loomer came for Candace Owens. I saw it because Goldstein commented. I'm like, damn, Laura on her neck. Apparently upset because Candace is going to be on a road with Vivek in Iowa. And again, I don't, because of Goldstein's take, I don't view it as her campaigning in Iowa. I think it's more of her supporting Vivek's role as Trump's surrogate. So in a way, she's supporting Trump by proxy, as opposed to, you know, saying, hey, you know, I support Vivek over Trump. All right, so let's see what Vivek has to say.
Government Entrapment Day. That's how this should go down in history. That's why I named it that at the start of today. Why does language matter? The left controls the language. Language carves the channel through which thought flows. And that's why we actually fall into the traps that we do as a country sometimes. Well, you know what? I've said that as your next president, I'm going to give you the truth about what really happened on January 6th. We deserve the truth. We can handle the truth. We don't have the truth right now. But based on the facts that we already have,
we don't got the truth right now. Why don't we have the truth? What? I thought, yo, don't we got the truth? I think we all. I don't understand these people, yo. I don't know if it's just, it could just be me. It could just be me and my ignorance of politics and how you are supposed to operate in this world. But what truth?
I will tell you that every peaceful protester from January 6th will earn a pardon from me on day one in office, on January 20th, 2025. Not some number of years later, not my last day in office, in my first day in office. And that's just the beginning. Anybody else who was also charged or pled for a crime on January 6th will go case by case to make sure that people didn't have their constitutional rights denied or treated unfairly with two standards of the rule of law. I do think that this is one of the key civil rights issues of our time. I'm going to stand for it without apology. And you know what? If we have a president who actually tells the people the truth again and stands for justice with one standard of the rule of law for all Americans, that's the first step we can take as a country to actually make sure that hopefully our best days can actually still be ahead of us. I'm going to do my part. Thanks.
I mean, he said the right thing there, right? I'm going to pardon the Jan 6ers, as he should. Anybody who takes office should probably pardon anybody who was a peaceful protester on that day. I would agree with that. But that goes without being said. You know, it's weird. I saw somebody tweet the other day, oh, Vivek's the best candidate we've had in years. And I'm thinking to myself, he's the best candidate you have in years, but that doesn't credit him with doing anything. That speaks more to the fact that your options in the past have been so fucking terrible, atrocious. We watched him handle a leftist protester with great finesse. You know, I give props where it's due. It was great finesse. He handled it how Hotep Jesus would have handled it. You know, like I said, lead with love. You lead with love, and few things can go wrong in this world for you. And the thing is, most people just aren't that smart, and most of these political candidates are okay. So either they're dumb, they're taking orders, they're grifting, or all three. I think Nikki Haley is a good example of being all three. I think Ron DeSantis is a good example of being all three, where they can't think without authorization. They can't talk without authorization, without a hand up their ass playing the puppet master. Whereas Vivek, you know, he's, you know, sort of the dark horse in the race, I guess you can say. But it doesn't seem like he's got the hand up his ass. It seems like he's operating off his own volition. It's just a straight up grifter, right? And but you know, your past options, you know, are just terrible. That's what made Trump so appealing. Like the fact that, you know, Trump won showed you how dismal the options were for the Republicans. So, you know, the competition isn't there for Vivek. It's just not there. He's just younger and smarter and more savvier, and the rest of these people are just outdated and antiquated. Anyway, we're going to go to the phone lines. Text Hotep in your name to 202-596-5631 if you want to get on these phone lines. And I'll be right back after this short, brief commercial break.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How I'm supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there. You understand? You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.
All right, we back. I'm looking for the exchange between Laura Loomer and Candace Owens over the weekend.
Call from Murphy's Law Rescue.
Ghosting.
What up?
Happy Monday, man. What's good with you, bro?
Happy Monday. It was a long motherfucking weekend.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Man, I got cursed. I got cursed down here, man, with that bitch ass thing they call snow.
What you mean? Oh, it started snowing out there? Yeah. How much did you get? We got like a quarter inch. Not even.
We got maybe about a quarter of that.
Oh, okay.
Right? Maybe a quarter inch. I'll say a quarter inch. But
okay.
Thing about Arizona is that it snowed like a bitch yesterday down here when it's not supposed to be, mind you. But today, the high is 71. So that's the beauty of Arizona, man. The snow is melting fast as shit right now. The only place you see it is in the shade. That's about it.
Now, that's something I would not expect to snow in Arizona.
Yeah, it happens from time to time. We got too many motherfucking military bases out here. That's why.
Oh, man. What you got for us today, man? What do you think? What's up with Destiny? Is he a op? Is the right contributing him becoming a thing? And is that the op? What's happening here?
Yeah, all them tramps are ops. All them tramps on that panel was ops.
Everybody on the panel was ops?
Everybody on the goddamn panel was an op.
Not my boy Alex.
Alex is not.
What about Ian? What about Ian Crossland?
The dude from Timcast?
Yeah.
Yeah. All them motherfuckers. Listen. Okay, here's the deal. All these fools have the potential to be detrimental in the position that they're in, right?
Yeah, they sit in a very important seat.
Whether they're ops or not shouldn't really even be the focus, though. What should be the focus is if you're listening to these cats, if you watch their show, you tune in to whatever they got going on weekly, daily, whatever the fucking case may be, right?
Mm-hmm.
to just give these motherfuckers undying devotion and trust just because they said some cool shit once is kind of is boneheaded. So if they're ops, if they're not ops, none of that should really matter. What should matter is quit motherfucking hanging on every word these tramps say.
Good point.
Quit giving them the goddamn cachet that they have, and start motherfucking giving that to what they say, not who the fuck they are, because that don't make no goddamn sense. They say something. They say one cool ass thing, you hear it, and you're like, yeah, and then you're ready to fight motherfuckers in comment sections on everything they post. Like, you don't even know who you talking to half the time, because that motherfucker can find you and beat the brakes off your ass.
Yes.
It's like that. It could be like that. And are you really willing to just be that goddamn devoted to a motherfucker who you ain't never met, probably will never meet, and ain't doing a goddamn thing for you except telling you something that 15 other motherfuckers are saying? You just heard him say it first.
It's the confirmation bias. The confirmation bias phenomenon. Yeah. Now.
What?
You
Like,
got so real quick. Let me just hop in right there. Something I thought about this weekend. Do not judge people by what you agree with them on. Judge them by what you disagree with them on. That's really what this comes down to. How well can somebody disagree? You guys disagree with them, yet respect their opinion. Going by just agreement sets you up for LARPing and grifters.
Yes. Listen, I hand out my loyalties very sparingly. Okay? I wouldn't mind going to bat for motherfuckers from Hotep Nation.
Appreciate that.
Reason being is because y'all have platformed me to a degree. You have platformed me significantly.
Yeah.
Right? You actually contribute to my ability to fucking disseminate information and possibly even, more than likely in the future, platform my rescue.
Absolutely.
Once I'm able to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Would love to.
So for that, I give my loyalty. Not because y'all say some cool shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're not gatekeeping.
Right.
Yeah.
But how many other people out there are actually given that opportunity? Not very many. And so if you're not, then maybe you should just shut the hell up about who your favorites are. Because that's how the goddamn op becomes effective. Because you let that motherfucker in the house. Destiny's bitch ass is not. Blue hair tells it all. All right? But he definitely should have a platform, and he definitely should be debated, because a motherfucker should have the opportunity to beat that motherfucker over the head with facts as often as they possibly can.
Okay.
So, yeah, hell yeah. Now, I don't know about this whole setup with him and Shapiro. That shit seems odd, right? But it is what it is. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, the Shapiro versus Destiny. Yeah. What do you think? That whole thing is an op?
That shit is weird as fuck.
That
man.
shit is weird.
It's so weird that I'm actually going to try and see that shit if I'm able. I ain't paying nothing for it. That's for damn sure. But if it's out there, yes, I'm gonna be on that.
Why?
That's how
why would you watch that debate? Tell me why. What are you looking for in that debate? Is it pure entertainment? Is it you want to keep an eye on the grifters? What is it?
I want to keep an eye on the grifters. I want to know why they feel the need. Listen, for all intents and purposes, this is Ben Shapiro punching down. This is him punching down. His profile is much larger than Destiny's. His motherfucking reputation as a debater is more significant than Destiny's.
Yeah.
Whether right or wrong, it is what it is.
More established. Yeah.
Right. So for him to do that is odd to me. Like, what are you trying to do? You trying to elevate his profile, or are you trying to diminish yours? Because I have this sneaking suspicion. Well, you know what? Listen, I'll save that for another day because that's pretty controversial, and I don't want to say no shit on your channel.
Say it.
I have this sneaking suspicion that motherfuckers like him are trying purposely to fuck Jews up in the game, like Ben Shapiro. And
Who is trying to do it?
Ben Shapiro. People like him.
He's trying to tarnish the Jewish reputation?
Yeah. I think there's a concerted effort on behalf of those people who are not Jewish to fuck up Jews. The reputation and all that shit. And so him being the lead dog, he gets in the ring with Destiny. It makes him look like a bully. It makes him look like a motherfucking, especially if he gets in there, which what I'm intending is going to happen, which him clubbing the shit out of this fool is going to make him look like the same level bully in that sphere that Israel is with Gaza.
Yeah.
And I think there's a concerted effort to do this. You know,
I can see that. I can see that. So I want to come back to your previous point, though. Raising Destiny's profile or punching down on Ben's or bringing Ben's down. But it does feel like punching down. It feels like Ben's like Ben don't take on real competition for a debate. Like Destiny is not a real debate competition. Like he should be debating. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like Destiny would be the right pick. I'd love to see him debate Cornel West.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's more within his class.
And I'm guessing that the main topic for this debate will be the Israeli-Palestine thing. So if that's the case, why not get in the ring with Scott Horton? Why not get in the ring with get your ass in the ring with Ryan Dawson, somebody like that? But then he'll say, well, I don't want to platform those people. Well, why the fuck you platforming Destiny?
Oh, this is a real
one of those
brother.
people. So it's just one of them things like, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, that's another debate I would pay for. Scott Horton versus Ben Shapiro. I got my 20 on that, and I got my money on Scott.
All day.
I got my money on Scott.
As far as this other shit, what was it? The motherfucking shit you was just talking about. Right before you went to it.
Candace Owens versus Laura Luma.
Okay, yeah, that's some bullshit.
Or Vivek. Vivek and the Jan Sick. Okay.
Yeah, Vivek was on some other shit prior to the Trump money clearing. The check didn't clear yet. And that's why he was over there talking about, well, yeah, this is I cried. And as soon as that Trump money hit, though, and Trump is the greatest shit ever, and I'm just in this race basically to run against him at the same time, enlarge his profile and his reach. It's like, come the fuck on, man.
Yeah, it seemed like, it does seem like the check got cut, and then now he's a Trump surrogate. Yeah, before it was I want to cry. Now it's, I'm rocking with Trump. That's why I can't trust Vivek, man. He just seems like he's gonna go where the wind blows.
Yeah, he's stepping on all the landmines for Trump right now. He's making sure that Trump can have a smooth debate if that's what he chooses to do in the general election. And so he's stepping on all the landmines right now. I'm going to pardon the J6ers, this and that. And so that way Trump knows exactly where to go, what to say, how to say it, and all that other shit. And then Vivek will end up as his chief of staff. So.
Excuse me. 1 second. I got to put my request in. Here's my debate request. And this is I'm going to send this to Lex Friedman. since he's the one platforming this situation. And I'm going to add him. I'm going to add Scott Horton. Where is he? Scott Hoare. There he is. Versus. And we're going to put Ben Shapiro here. Ben Shap. There we go. All right.
Because if Tim Pool can platform Scott Horton, then God damn it, so can Lex Friedman.
Yeah. Yeah. But,
I could understand. Go ahead.
You said what? You can understand what?
I could understand not really touching Ryan Dawson because I get that, right?
Yeah, he's a little nuclear.
But Horton is as fair as it gets.
He's pure fact. Horton is pure facts. Yeah.
So, I mean, shit. I don't know. I'll debate that motherfucker though.
Who, Ben Shapiro?
Ben Shapiro, yeah.
You got a debate coming up soon.
That's right.
Versus Bryson Gray. That's going to be interesting.
That's right. Yeah, he spit some motherfucking falsehoods on that goddamn phone call of his. I ain't really had a chance to address any of that. Not going to do that here.
Right.
Save it for the debate. That motherfucker. Huh?
Yeah, save it for the debate.
Yeah, I got that phone call locked and loaded.
Okay.
It's in the vault, so I'm gonna start getting in his head here soon. Pause.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to him and see if we can set that up for this Friday.
Cool.
Matter of fact, let me send him a message right now. We're gonna do a special edition of the Grift Report. Friday, 2 p.m. debate versus Goldstein? Question mark. Also, we're gonna get Bryson Gray out to the Grifties. We're working on that as well.
I sure wish I could make that, man. I wish I could make that. All my disposable income went towards building a well out here on this fucking property, and it was fucking going to a bigger fucking vehicle so I can transport these motherfucking dogs and cats and shit to their appointments and whatnot.
It's all good. We're gonna keep platforming you till you could afford it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there one of these days soon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, Friday, if it's on, it's on. God damn it! Like I said, I'm gonna start getting in his head this week. He ain't gonna see none of what I post.
Yeah.
But he's gonna get a lot of motherfuckers talking about, hey, did you see what Goldstein posted?
All right. We're gonna go to the next caller.
Yes, sir, bro. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill. Goldstein on the check-in. We're going to read this tweet, then we're going to go to Rudy and AK waiting in the wing. So, Laura Luma, this is some nasty work here. I ain't going to hold you. Shout out to my Jew boo, Laura Luma. She says, I like Vivek, but honestly, real Candace Owens owes her career to President Trump and yay. This is just out of nowhere. I don't even know. It's just like I don't know if she's a Trump hitman or what, but she says she skyrocketed from being a leftist who became a conservative in 2016 and 2020 after making conservative videos and after Ye tweeted about her. She rose to more prominence after Trump invited her to the White House with TPUSA. Now, let's be clear. These are all facts right here, okay? It's just odd the timing that she would bring this out. She said Trump was also generous enough to grant her several interviews. It's odd that she flipped on Trump. Candace Owens even got married at the Trump Winery in Charlottesville, Virginia. And she and her husband wore MAGA hats on their wedding day. And she and her husband had a wedding cake that said, make weddings great again. She was part of the TPUSA apparatus, and everyone knows TPUSA would be irrelevant if it wasn't for Donald Trump. Candace Owens has been a friend, but I don't like seeing the disloyalty to President Trump after she made so much money off of Trump and his image. Is this a paid campaign surrogate position? Like I said, I like Vivek, but I love Donald Trump. I have interviewed Vivek and I respect him, but Donald Trump is the leader of the America First movement, and I am loyal to Trump, which means I will call a spade a spade. So this is in response to Candace Owens hitting the campaign trail with Vivek in Iowa in days before the caucus, right? So what does she say here? She says paid surrogate position. Now she's saying paid surrogate position for Trump, paid surrogate position for Vivek. Is that what she's saying? Is this for Vivek? I don't know. You guys can tell me. You guys are a lot smarter than I am. But it's just odd that, she just took shots like this at Candace. Candace simply replies like a black woman would, it's on site. That's not what she said, but, if I were to translate this into hood vernacular, Candace basically said it's on site. So Candace says, here, looking forward to seeing you in Iowa, Laura. It's been a while. That's the black equivalent to it's on site. I'll see you when I see you. Okay. Daryl Scott says she was always full of shit. Blexit was a bigger scam than BLM. Damn. I don't know about it being a bigger scam. I don't think it was a bigger scam. Nowhere near. There's no way she raises much money, but I get the sentiment from Daryl Scott. I get the sentiment. Shout out to Daryl Scott. Real good guy. He planned for me too. Definitely not one of those gatekeepers. Let's get Rudy on the line. Rudy, where's Rudy? Rudy, call her. Let's get Rudy in here. Don't forget Apex dropping this week. Apex testosterone support coming soon. menoforder.com. Make sure y'all get in tune, man. Make sure y'all get in tune. And I can't wait to start taking that supplement along with the rebrand of Master Focus. Look out for the rebrand of Master Focus. Matter of fact, let me show you that bottle right now. Okay. And we got Rudy joining here.
Call from
Rudy.
So here's the Master Focus rebrand. Master Focus is now going by the name of Flow, and this is our new packaging. As you can see, nice and pretty, beautiful top. Look at that. Oh, this is just gorgeous. This is just gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. So look out for that. We rebranded that as Flow. So Master Focus, formerly known as Master Focus, is now Flow. Rudy, menoforder.com. Rudy, what's up, man? Happy Monday.
What's going on, brother?
I'm good, man. So what's up with this Destiny situation, man? Is he a op or what's going on with him, yo?
That dude is a pure op, dude. He's a pure op. I'm with Goldstein, and he's got blue hair. I don't talk to people with blue hair, man. Men with blue hair. Let's put it to men that have blue hair or purple hair.
It's haram.
Oh my God, it's haram. And listen, by Ian, man, I like Ian as a hippie dude to hang out with, man. Ian Crossland has no reason to talk politics, man. He's a statist, and you proved that the first time you were up there with him when you were throwing ideas at him, and he was just so scared of not having zaddy government in his life, man. So I mean, I think the kid's probably a cool hippie. And kick it around with Ian, talk about some crystals or something. Mm-hmm. But Ian Crossland hosting debates or talking politics is about as useless as, man, it's just useless, man. It's just useless.
Now my boy.
Yeah, it's just useless, man. Laura Loomer has lost her damn mind. She's crazy. That woman has lost it, man. She's absolutely lost her mind, man. She just lashes. I mean, if you follow her on Twitter, man, she could turn people away from Trump with how obnoxious and man, she needs a man in her life. Someone needs to just drill her hard one time, man, and calm her ass down. She needs a man. She needs a man in her life. She absolutely needs a man in her life. She's not getting drilled.
Did you see the video of her flirting with that dude?
No.
Oh my God, I gotta play this. This shit is hilarious.
Oh man, I can't watch it right now though, because I'm on the phone with you. I'll have to catch it on the replay, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it after you get off.
Hey, look, Oh God, she was flirting, man.
You gonna see? She wanted the D bad.
Well, good, man. She needs some, dude. Maybe she can calm down a little bit, man. She's too
Who gonna
high
take one
strung.
for the team? Who in the chat gonna take one for the team and take down Laura Loomer? Who gonna smash Laura Loomer for the team, man? Who gonna take one for the team? Thumbs up in the chat. Thumbs down if you're gonna take down Laura Loomer. Who will bed Laura Loomer?
Hopefully a Hotep will step up, dude. But look, Ben Shapiro made his career on bullying college kids, berating college kids, man. That dude is not an intellectual dude. He's a midget, man. He won't debate anybody real. So he'll go on Lex Friedman, another op, the biggest op of all, you know, with his calm and collective demeanor. And I'm Lex Friedman. I'm smart. He's an idiot. I mean, he's one of them smart, dumb people, man. Them dumb, smart people. And this chick Polly that put out the tweet, right, about all the grifters, right, all the supposed new gatekeepers. Do you understand her background, bro? Do you understand what she was, man? Do you understand how she even got her internet following, dude? She was one of those Q droppers, dude. Polly, the amazing Polly who put out that tweet.
Is that where she came from?
Dude, yeah, she got her internet fame. She was one of the Q droppers. She had a little YouTube channel. And she went over to Q-Drop. She felt for the CIA psyop to let the left run wild and tell all the people on the right who, like you said, love America. And when they really shouldn't be so proud of it, you know what I mean? They told all of them, just be calm, man. The white hats are in there. And she was one of those Q-droppers, and she got a following. And then, you know, the op was ran on the right. Everybody be calm. We got it. There's good guys inside of the government. There's no good guys in government, people. There's no good guys in government. Even the good ones are bad ones, man. Even Rand Paul probably got a skeleton in his closet, man. Even Thomas Massey got a skeleton in his closet. So she's suspect? She's a Q dropper, brother.
Yeah.
She's a Q dropper, man. That's how she got her fame. That's
so maybe
how
she's
got
just
her
a little. She's older, so maybe she's just got a few marbles screwed.
Man, she's just pissed off because no one listens to her anymore, man. Because she had a following.
It did seem like bitterness.
Yeah, she's hating, man. She's hating because Alex called the Q shit fake from day one. He kept saying it was an op.
Yeah.
He didn't fall for that shit, man. Trust the plan. What plan? A plan to keep y'all calm while we let the left run wild in the country and steal an election? Dumbasses. Dumb shits, man.
Yeah.
Dumb shit. So, you know, you can't take that tweet with a grain of salt, but it's getting traction. It's getting traction, right? You know what I mean? We're talking about it on the Grift Report.
Yeah.
We're talking about a tweet from a Q dropper on the Grift Report. That's how
I have to thank her though. She gave me a really cool idea. I don't want to spoil it, but she gave me a really good idea.
Well, I'm glad she inspired you, brother. I'm glad she inspired.
Yeah, you'll see. You'll see coming soon. Just borrowing a little bit from her technique.
Come to the Hoteps, people. Come to the Hoteps, man. Get the real, man. Get the real, man.
Big facts.
All you got to do is come to the Hoteps, man. We're looking forward to March 9th. There was one more thing, man, but I mean, I just took a nice pull, so it totally floated out of my mind, man, because it's my day off, and my day off, I go to the sky, dude. So, damn, I forgot what I was gonna say, man.
Good news is I'm switching gyms. I'm gonna be working out at a different gym soon, which is closer to my house, which means more workouts. So that's some good news.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I saw that picture you put up. You know what, man? So
I'm in there.
Where I'm at, man, I'm in the middle of absolute nowhere, man. It's 45 minutes to the closest Walmart.
Okay.
So I'm living in the middle of nowhere. And I see all y'all posting y'all gyms with all this nice equipment, and I got a gym, but we don't have any nice equipment, man. So I can't post a picture.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the gym I went to was voted. It was voted best gym in that city. So it's a really nice facility.
Are you close to that gym that them boys in Jersey stayed open during COVID?
It's not far from me. I'm not close, but it's not far either.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, and you're talking about the dude with the beard, the big muscles in the beard, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And he puts on that act. I actually met him when I was going to the post office one day. I was like, "Yo, you're that dude from the internet." He's like, "Yeah, that's me." Real cool dude.
Yeah, I would join that gym if I lived close to it, just for the fact of their anti-COVID stance.
Yeah,
but
yeah, if they were close, I would definitely join. So we got a couple of responses. Blunt Step says, "Not it." He's not smashing Laura Luma. Jackson Schofield said, "Not it." Matt Earth Theory said he's on it.
Good. Take one for the team, Matt. Jump on the grenade, man.
Goldstein said he nominates Strong Dad.
No, you know he ain't doing that.
Hotep Sorsay, he got a thumbs up. Descendant of Loki said, "Hell nah."
Yeah, exactly. The Norse god was not kind today. He said he's not jumping on that grenade.
Matt Earth Theory said his wife said no. Sorry. Damn,
man. Yeah, man.
Alberto De Jesus, he's got a bunch of thumbs up. He wants some of that. Zanthoven said he put a thumbs up. So we got a couple of takers here, man. We might just set up a dating show with Laura Luma and a bunch of dudes come in and date Laura Luma. That'd be fire.
I think a Hotep's just going to jump in there and take the grenade for us, man. Bring her back down to earth, man, because she's lost her fucking mind, man. Lost her mind, bro. Lost her mind. That's what Twitter will do to you, man. It'll make you crazy, man.
She could use some
It'll
love.
make you crazy. It'll make you crazy, man. But keep up the good, Griffin, man. Hey, look, I got a special shout out today, man, to White Mike, man, for helping you put the Grifties together, man. I'm proud of you, Mike, man. I'm proud of you, brother.
That's
Good
what's
job,
up, man. He's done a fabulous job so far, man. I can't wait to see y'all come hang out
All
with
right,
us, man.
man.
It's gonna be fire.
Tickets to the Grifties are on sale now. Get them, people.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
out, brother. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill. We're gonna get AK and Joan on the line here. I want to first play this clip I saw from Laura Luma. I think this is real. It sounds real. Let's play the clip.
Your eyes look so good. You're like beautiful.
Thank you.
You're like an Aryan degenerate goddess.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
We got to pay attention to the arm. Look at her arm. See the arm over her shoulder? That is, in boxing, it's sort of like a range finder, right? Trying to keep a certain distance to see how far your opponent is. But in the dating world, this range finder here is how you keep somebody within range of you. So, it's sort of like saying, don't you go nowhere, all right? Me and you are locked in. And it's definitely passive-aggressive flirting. But let's continue.
You're Aryan too.
I know, but I'm Jewish.
It's okay.
The Nazis hate me.
It's fine.
The alt-right people want to put me in a gas chamber because they're obsessed with the Jews.
I think they're just memeing on you, but it's okay.
They're just jealous because I have big tits and an Ashkenazi IQ.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah.
You got it.
I'm going to tell you a secret. Like, so many people in this movement who preach trad life are like fucking people on the side and like cheating on their partners.
That's so bad.
Like, they're not even like really trad life. Like,
So, a couple of things here. She says people are preaching trad life, but they cheating on they wives and all of that. We knew that. But she said, I got big tits and an Ashkenazi IQ. Yo. I don't even know what to say about Laura Luma having big tits. Like, what am I supposed to do with that, yo? She's Jewish on her father's side. By rabbinical law, she's a Gentile and a LARPer. I'm good. Okay, so Jabari is to know for her. He said she's not officially a Jew. Strong Dad says she's got gross energy. Hotep Orba says, y'all wildin', Laura getting that work on God. You smashing Laura Luma? What happens if I type in like Laura Luma sexy in Google Images and see what pops up? Let's try that. Let's type in Laura Luma sexy and see what pops up. I don't know. I met her before, but it was winter, so I couldn't really see, her. Ooh, it's some unflattering images here. This is probably her most flattering image. It's Probably this one is probably her most flattering image. What else is here? I don't know about that one. I don't know about this one either. What is it when they file your teeth? I think she needs to get her teeth filed. I think if you file her teeth, it would do. See, a lot of people just have a tooth problem. And I think if you file Laura Loomer's teeth, she might be she might be a baddie. Oh, she got a bikini, a swimsuit pic. There she go, Laura Loomer, showing a little sexy. So we got a couple of takers in the chat. I'm gonna try to get Laura Loomer to come out somewhere. Here's another one. Some people said they take her down, man. I don't know if blonde's her look though. I think brunette is definitely her look. I think she should stick to brunette. This image isn't bad. This is a good looking image of Laura. Laura looking good right here. She's got the skirt with the lime green on, little backdrop. Yeah, she's definitely, dark hair is her thing. Dark hair is Laura's thing. Who is this? Is this Laura too? I don't know if that's Laura. I don't think that's Laura. It might be, but I don't think that's Laura. Anyway, enough sizing up Laura Loomer. Shout out to Laura Loomer. The chat is brutal. She's got some pink purple shit now. Her hair is pink and purple now. Really? Somebody said she looked like Marina Abramovich. Come on, man. Joe the op said she's at best a paper bagger. Come on, man. Yo, Dre, come on. You can't be just deleting any comment. I just made you a mod today and you just deleting good comments. That was a good comment, man. Bring that tweet back. You can't just be deleting anything, Dre. You can't delete stuff you disagree with. Come on, man. That was a good comment. She's what we call a double bagger. Whatever the hell that means. Said HJ moving like Chinese selling DVDs. You ain't selling her to us. Come on, I gotta get some takers, man. Somebody, man, take one for the team, man. AK calling. I want to hear from AK. AK, if you didn't have a wife, you smashing. Are you taking down Laura Loomer? I want to know. Rudy says he wants to double dip. We're gonna let Rudy double dip. It's 3:48. We got 12 minutes left in the show. Y'all not keeping me overtime today. I gotta go check out the new gym. Get me a new membership. You know what I mean? I'm trying to bulk up. I'm not trying to bulk up. I'm gonna bulk up. You know. I just want to do it different this time because the other two times I bulked up, it was with a really fat, heavy diet, a lot of cheese, burgers, and milk. And this time I want to do it lean and see what my body looks like afterwards. AK, what's up, bro?
What up, AJ, man?
What's good with him, man?
You know, man, it's a good day here in Minnesota. We got a little bit of snow. It's been a weird winter, man. Like this time last year, we probably already had 3 feet of snow. This year we had maybe 4 or 5 inches. So it's a trip, man. But it's a good day, man. It's a good day. Loving the Grift Report today.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Let's see here. So first thing, when it comes to the debate stuff, I actually think that Destiny is a good target for Ben Shapiro, but only for one reason. So lately, I would say in the last we'll call it 6 months to a year, Destiny has found himself kind of on the outs with we'll call it the left, and I think he got banned from Twitch or something like that. And so he's been trying to make his circuits going to.
So he got canceled by the left.
Yeah, he got canceled by the left.
Wow.
If I remember correctly, it's because a bunch of old, because he's been streaming for maybe 15 years. Okay. And he used to video stream, and so he was dropping the N-bomb and other stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know what the catalyst was for why people started to dig it up, but I think he went counter to the culture in some way. It might have been like some of the equity stuff or something like that. And so he kind of got the boot. But here's the thing is like, when it comes to people on the left that at least have, we'll call it like online left, he has some debate cred. And when he debates, he overpowers his opponents of people that don't know how to debate just by talking super fast. And then he interjects like his own set of rules. And he does it so quickly that a lot of people are kind of caught flat footed. So Shapiro talks fast too. So like, you're going to have to like, I mean, for the average person that doesn't watch debates, it's going to be high pace, but I think it's good because Shapiro hasn't debated someone that has like that kind of, just throw a bunch of information at you. So I think it will be at least entertaining. I don't think it's going to be deep, but I think it'll be entertaining.
So what I'm hearing is the right is becoming a platform for Destiny, and he's an op. It sounds like you just gave me more evidence to him being an op. You got canceled by the left, so what do? You defect to the right. And what you do is you compromise on some things, so it sounds like, you're somewhat closer to the right than your usual lefty, so you're tolerable. And then, you get the grift off of the right. Yeah, definitely smells like
and the right, we love doing that, right? Because, there's a faction that instead of just sticking to our principles and values and kind of running with that, it's like, oh, we need to grow by adding more people. And listen, I think that there's a place for that. But we can't call ourselves conservatives and then allow a bunch of non-conservatives in the space and then kind of like try and cross brand to try and pull more people in. That's not the place to do it, but that's what it seems that we are falling victim to for the clicks, man.
Yeah, for the clicks, for the lols. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And so I think that that's what it's going to be like. I don't know. When it comes to that list that Polly chick posted, I get the same feeling that it's like, there are certain people that have insane ideas. And when those people can't even get platformed, they become super salty and everything is like a grand conspiracy to them. So that's what I think that list is of like, if you can't get platformed by the people on that list, it's probably because you're fucking insane. Because on that list, there's a lot of people that will platform people that have some pretty outside of the box thinking. Alex Jones being one of them. He basically allows a lot of people with a lot of different ideas to come on his platform. But if Alex Jones is even like, it's probably because like you're literally insane. Like you don't have a good basis for anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It seems suspect. It seems just bitterness.
And then,
but I think a lot of it comes back to, are you interesting? Because it might not be I agree or, you're smart or whatever. But if you're interesting, I think people like Alex Jones will have a conversation with you. But I think you still got to have half a brain to be in I'd have to watch her content because I haven't listened to her speak. But I think, sometimes, people aren't platforming these people because it's like you're not bringing anything new to the game, or you're just, like you said, she could just be a quack.
Yeah, and that's typically because listen, man, I take in a wide variety of people that have differing opinions and views. Some of them that again are more outside of the box, and you got to make some concessions in the way that you've been educated. But I still find that people like Alex Jones comes with a lot of knowledge. And then I wanted to say like Lex Friedman, I recently found him probably in the last year. And I've watched a lot of his stuff, but I think he's had Malice on like 5 or 6 times. He's had him on a lot, like the
Who's had
Buddies or
Malice
something
on?
like that. Lex Friedman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I think they're cool.
Yeah. I think they must be like super cool. I watched some weird episode where they're dressed like
might be
Santa
a
or some
Jewish
shit.
connection too.
Yeah, if I had to be honest, it's probably because of that, and also I think Malice is Russian or Ukrainian, and Lex is Ukrainian, so I think that's
yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, Malice is not.
Malice,
I think Malice
is
is Ukrainian.
Malice
he's
is
Russian.
Russian Jew, and
Yeah,
I think,
yeah.
I
So
think
I
Lex
think-
is Russian or Ukrainian Jew too. So they got a lot.
Yeah,
in
he's
common.
Ukrainian Jew. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to say this about
They're
Laura
basically
Lumen by
cousins.
Jubu.
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
So you would smash Laura Lumen? You would take one for the team?
If I was not a married, committed man, no, I would not, because this is what I was going to say is my observation from being in politics as long as I have been. I know a lot of Laura Loomers, and they are like, if you're talking about from a relationship perspective, they are so connected to their ideology that like you will always take a back seat. So like that's the thing. The reason that people like Laura Loomer have a hard time finding a strong relationship is because she's so committed to Donald Trump that there's just no room. But if you want to smash, you can, but it won't fix anything, because I can promise you this. Laura Loomer is smashing, because you and I both know, and maybe me more so because I've been like involved in these political groups on the ground level. Like Laura Loomer walks into a room of political people and she's already at 8 or a 9. And I know some people are going to like be like, you're insane. But again, think of the average rube that goes to a political convention, right? That's not there as a speaker, that is just there as a general rube. It's like not the most desirable of people. Okay. And then when Laura Loomer walks in the room and gives you attention, so she basically has her pick of all of these rubes that are political people. And that's my observation that I have made. And it's because like, so me and I got this buddy, okay? We've been involved in politics for like 16 years together. And we make this joke all the time. And we'll be like, that person in politics is like an 8 or 9. In the real world, they're like a 4. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to say that in the real world Laura is a 4. Maybe she's like a strong 5 or 6. But in political world, and I'm talking about, again, the political rubes, like she brings a lot more clout. And this is the thing I've experienced, is that the women that are in these circles, they know that they have their pick. And that's the last thing I was going to say is I don't trust women in political circles when it comes to being around activists, because my experience has been, and what I've witnessed is that they always cheat on their significant others, because like it's crazy, man. Like it's absurd the amount of times that I've been propositioned by married elected officials and politician folks that I've been like, nope, I actually am faithful to my significant other. And yeah, man. So that's my last piece is like, don't get it twisted. The Hoteps in the chat, someone's already smashing, and it ain't gonna fix her because she's just so crazily committed to the ideology, man.
So a couple of corrections here in the chat. Trish said Laura says it all the time. She won't date because she's devoted to Trump. Lex Friedman is a Russian Jew, and him and Malice are actually neighbors.
Ah, gotcha. All right, man. Well, I look forward to seeing y'all up at the Grifties. I'm still trying to figure out, and maybe you can hit me with a message, but is there a place that people are going to be staying at? Because I was looking at some of the hotels. Okay, so try and look at that place. Okay.
Yeah, it's under $100. Sinesta Suites. That's probably where we're all going to crash.
Perfect. Yeah, man. I mean, I already got my flight picked. I got a Google tracker on there or whatever, but I bought my ticket like last week or something like that before the VIP sold out.
Okay.
So make sure if you guys are watching, get you a ticket, because they're going to be gone, man. I'm telling you, this is going to be sold out, bro. It's going to be amazing, man.
Appreciate you.
Hotep and Bill, man.
Hotep and Bill. Let's get Strong Dad in here. Y'all got me going overtime again, man. Here y'all go. Strong Dad and White Mike waiting. Let's make this snappy, man. Let's make this snappy. Strong Dad, call in. Let's talk to Strong Dad. You're gonna stay at the Westin? I mean, you can stay wherever you want, but Sinesta has the cheapest rates. According to the venue.
Call from
Strong Dad.
Strong Dad, what's up, man?
What up?
Happy Monday, man.
How y'all doing?
Good,
Happy
good.
Monday. I just got the day off. It's my snow day, just sitting here playing some Watch Dogs, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got Watch Dogs? Which one? The first one, second one?
I'm playing Legion, you know, the one where they in London.
I thought both of them were in London.
What?
So I think that's the
Aiden Pierce one.
So that's
no,
the second one. That's the second
America.
one. That's the second one.
Yeah.
So that's the latest
one.
one.
The last two they're in London.
Yeah, the last one was fire. That's the one where you get to change characters?
Yeah, you can change a bunch of people, build up a little team and all that.
Yeah, that shit fire.
Yeah. Facts, it is. Hey, listen, man. Laura Loomer, y'all, come on now. She's ill.
No?
Ill. No, man.
That's not it.
You know what I'm saying? Put one of them close-up face pictures on the screen, man. She literally looked like, I mean, like, I'm not trying to be rude and disrespectful, but she looked like a T person a little bit.
Oh, no. Oh,
I'm not trying to, listen. There is nothing wrong if you find her attractive. There's someone for everybody, yada, yada. Y'all know the drilly, but she does kind of look a little bit like, you know, like Blair White could be her competition. Like, I'm just saying.
Y'all doing my girl Laura dirty.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? And also in any conservative room, if Kim is in there, then she's the you have to.
If Laura Loomer's
every...
a 7 or 8 in the conservative room, what is Kim K?
Yo, for real, like Kim can be a 20 then. So like we can't give her.
You're definitely leaving your wife Kim walk in the room.
For real, so I'm just saying, like, Kim be posting on the timeline, and I be having to like make sure that I'm not like my phone doesn't refresh on one of her pictures. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, hold up,
it look like you checking her out and shit.
It look like I'm checking out a thirst trap. I was scrolling on the timeline, it refreshed. I was like, hold up.
And you know the way the algorithm works, that's the first thing they're gonna show you.
Facts. Algorithm don't give a damn about who you in the room with.
For real.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm just saying she can't be a 7. She is a 4. She is a 4 best. I mean, to be honest, she ain't that far from what's her name? From Marjorie. She don't look that much further from her.
Mm.
And Marjorie kind of got that. She kind of got that like she used to be like in the UFC kind of look to her. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy, here we go. What about Destiny? You think
Destiny is a hoe, man. I mean, he is as much an op as he is a hoe. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't think that he, you know, because I mean, obviously, when we use the word op, you know, if everybody doesn't understand what we mean, like I don't think that he is a, you know, contracted op, but his personality type, the way that he speaks, the way that he defends specific agendas, you know, almost seemingly unwittingly, you know, as if he genuinely believes in a way. I just don't feel like he's constructed. I feel like he's organic, but his position is constructed. You know, who the hell is he? Why should he have any? Why? You know, I don't see like Ben Shapiro on like some high level, but I don't see Destiny on his level. So, you know, I just think that he's constructed to keep a conversation from, you know, progressing into some more like some deeper points, perhaps.
Keep the conversation shallow.
Yeah, to keep it shallow and to keep people who are really interested in trying to dive in, right? Like any door that they find, they may rabbit hole into it. And I feel like from that perspective, he is, because was he in that gatekeeper chart?
Who?
The Destiny?
No, they was all right wingers.
I feel like he would be one of those people.
Narrative gatekeepers, yeah.
Yeah, he's a narrative gatekeeper for sure. Just because of his ignorance alone.
Yeah.
And the clout that they give it. So
yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, I mean, I just feel like a debate with him would be haram. And yeah. So you know.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get out here early today. I got shit to do.
Facts. Let's do it.
All right,
do it, man.
Rudy, call in and double dip. Rudy wants to call in and double dip. White Mike, call in. Call in. One of y'all, whoever's first gets in here first. Let's go to this tape really fast.
You're disrupting traffic, idiots. You can't do that. That's against the law. Start wilding. I'm not start throwing fists at y'all, bro. I'm not gonna run y'all over. Get away from my car, bro. Okay, White Mike.
Oh, he wanted some smoke. He wanted smoke. He trying to get to his daughter. He said he trying to get to his daughter in Brooklyn. They holding him up. Man, listen. White Mike, what's up, man?
Good afternoon. Happy Hotep Monday. I hope everybody is doing good. How are you, sir?
Life is good, man. Life is good, man. What you got for us? Make it snappy.
Absolutely. I heard you say you're trying to get out of here, so I'll keep it brief, man. Just some really big news. I really need to get people motivated to do this. But we're pretty much half sold out of all the tickets, and we still got 2 months left. So,
Half sold out? Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
How many does the event hold?
We're only 110 seats, all in.
So we have close to 50 sold already?
Correct.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. So Mike, the club owner, or club manager, literally texted me. He's like, man, he was blown away because most of the time you plan on doing about half of your pre-sale at the door. Meaning if I sell 100 pre-sale, I'm going to do 50 at the door. And, running a consistent venue, he's used to door sales. I'm like, we're going to sell out. You won't have to have anybody taking tickets at the door. So I just wanted everybody to understand, because everybody wants to get that stuff, the last day or the last week. Get your tickets now. Also really excited. Can't drop names, but I'm literally, as we speak, having conversations with real big hitters. They want to do it, just working out their schedule. Okay. Also, real fast on Destiny, man. He's a heel. He's the right-wing heel, right? He's the black dude at the GOP convention, right?
Yeah.
He's that guy that we want to beat up on your culture, but we need you to prove we're not racist, bigoted, too far right-wing, whatever you want to call it, right? But they need you there. Like, I'm sure you've been in majority white conservative rooms before where they're like, we sure appreciate you, Hotep Jesus, but darn your people, they can just act right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, what the hell are you saying to me? But they need you there because they're like, we're not racist. We're not racist. Look, now we're going to say a bunch of racist stuff, but there's a black dude here. So clearly, and that's the thing. It's like we're allowing for the left-wing point of view. We're allowing for that young internet point of view through Destiny. And Destiny knows the role he's playing. He's do not like him as a person, impressed with the grift, man. He is the WWE heel. That is his job. Because most people love Alex. If you watch Alex, most people are big fans of his. To love him is to be like in with him. And so Destiny knows that, right? And if I'm Triple H and coming out and everybody loves The Rock, I've got to make The Rock mad and make his fans mad, because that's how I keep my job, my paycheck, and the phone ringing for me. That's what I think Destiny is. And we're all talking about him, and we all hate him, but we're all talking about him. He's a brilliant heel. Most people can't handle the booze. And in this world, we're so thirsty for likes and clicks and subscriptions that we forget that playing the heel is powerful. Almost, if you can handle the booze and know the role you're supposed to play, more powerful, because everybody's in that lane trying to get the love. But are you trying to get the hate? So once again, as a human being, can't see, he's just a sniveling, you know what I mean? Yeah. But as far as his role, as far as his character, the heel, it's rather brilliant in my opinion. So yeah.
That makes sense. That absolutely makes sense.
Because Alex Jones was about to smack him. You know what I mean? When he started talking that crap on Owen Schroy, that's his boy. You know what I mean? Like, you can talk all the crap you want about me in a debate, but if you're talking about my boy, if you come after Hotep Jesus, I'm going to smack you because he's not here. He didn't sign up. I did. Yeah. You don't get to hold me accountable or challenge me on my loyalty to my homie. Yeah. I will smack you. That's a bitch move, you know? So
I agree with that.
Powerful, man. But Alex didn't. He just put his hand on his shoulder and said, if the revolution ever happens, he'll be the first one gone.
That's an honest take. All right, man. Powerful. Appreciate you, man. Great work on the Grifties, man. You're a fucking MVP, bro.
Thank you, sir. You're the MVP. Hey, man, send me some secret sauce. I need that secret sauce, that Men of Order secret sauce. It's needed, man. So let's get it as soon as possible. Hotep is for the children. Hotep and Bill, thank you, nation. And thank you, sir. God bless them out.
All right. Shout out to White Mike. Rudy, call in double dip. We got to finish the show off with Rudy and Jonah. I'm going to let them get their last few words in as quick as possible, so I can get out of here and do what I got to do. You know, I got to say, my life has gotten a lot better from an organizational, productive perspective. I don't know if it's the Master Focus, formerly known as the Flow. Okay, Jonah beat you.
Call from.
Jonah beat you, Rudy. Jonah, what you got for us, man?
Not much. I sent you a quick video, but we don't need to do that. It was just like me calling out the, very first anniversary. Kamala was like, oh, it's worse than Pearl Harbor and something else. And I was like, yeah, all three of them are from False Lakes. They're Pearl Harbor, 9/11, all that. And I'm like, I think that was my first super chat with this. But anyways, first off, Ben Shapiro, as far as I know, he never served with the IDF, and he's still allowed in Israel. So as far as I could figure out, that means only one thing. He's with the boys, you know? How does he not serve IDF as far as I know?
Yeah,
I know DJs that are still not allowed in that country because they didn't serve their mandatory service. So that's just me.
And what's up with Destiny?
Who the fucking cares about him? I don't talk about bitches. I don't talk about people below me. Like Ben's doing it because he's on an op, but like he's got his call from Tel Aviv, BB. He's like, hey, we need to take this one on. Come on.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, whoever it is, we're calling him, whoever's running him. But
so we shouldn't be debating him, huh?
He's Ben's just doing what his handlers from Tel Aviv are telling him.
Oh boy, here we go.
What? It's his country. I'm sure he swears allegiance to it. So cool. There is no such thing as dual loyalties. That's straight from the Bible, But and then they'll probably say all kinds of things about me, but I don't really care. Anyways, that thing about the social or whatever, the social media or whatever. Man, you better get your head on straight. They're coming out hard this year. They got those IIA interactive internet activities, and then they also have the social engineering. So when she's talking about like they're the gatekeepers, it's probably because whatever her algorithm is, they've already locked her out of everyone else. Yeah. So they literally have all these it's IIA's internet, or sorry, I'll do a quick thing on your locals about it if I'm still paid up. But it's internet interactive activities, and basically what it is that they can actually program you so you only see the news that they want you to see, and only so again, then they will also be able to manipulate it so that even like with you and I are looking at the same story. Because our algorithms, they can actually manipulate the story that you're seeing at the same time as I am. So that's all coming this year. That's all part of the big system that's being pushed, and just like Dubai, getting rid of passports because it's all your face now. So we're at that time, But you wanted to get out here, so I'll let you get going.
I appreciate you, man. Hotep and Bill. I started Rudy. Thank you, Jonah. Subscribe to my locals. Jonah's gonna drop some of that info on our locals. HotepJesus.locals.com. You get all that 10-4 Kufi stuff over there. Plus access to my CBDC resource center. We're going to talk to Rudy, and then we're going to get out of here and end the show for today. Today is Monday, so you get an extra dose of Hotep's Been Told You tonight on Patreon, patreon.com/Hotep's Been Told You. Uncle Hotep and myself are going to take a look at some of the events that have transpired since Thursday and some of these funny videos on the internet. So if you want a little bit more and you don't mind throwing something in the pot, patreon.com/Hotep's Been Told You for a little extra dose of Hoteps.
Call from
Rudy. What you got, man?
Hey, man, real quick, brother. I finally remember what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I need help from the Hoteps, man, on Twitter, man.
Okay.
If you see any of your conservative or right-wing grifters posting, well, Trump should have pardoned the J6ers before he left office, I would like everybody to attack that with the fucking fact that you can't pardon people who haven't been arrested or charged with any fucking thing yet, dude. And you got fucking congressmen talking about Donald Trump should have pardoned the J6 protesters before he left office. How the fuck can you pardon people who haven't been arrested or charged?
Yeah,
he's
you have
fucking
to.
right wing. He's right wing lying grifter. So if any of the Hotep see that shit, man, attack that shit with veracity.
That's a very good rebuttal, right? You're basically saying,
I mean, it's
you
fucking
can't
stupid,
pardon
man.
somebody who hasn't been convicted of a crime.
You can't pardon somebody who hasn't even been arrested yet, dude. They didn't even start pouring out arrests till like 10, 15 days afterwards, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then they really
But I
went
think you have to
wild
be
after.
convicted, though, in order to be pardoned, right?
Well, I mean, no. If you get arrested, you could. He's the president of the United States. If
But,
you get
but that
arrested,
wouldn't.
they
But if you
probably-
get arrested, is that a pardon, though?
I don't know. I would think maybe you have the. I mean, but how can these people say, well, you should have pardoned all of them before he left office? How can you pardon people who haven't even been arrested, man? This shit is,
See, it says right
in the
here.
fuck-
It says right here. It says pardon, right? And the pardon, it says the rule is the president can grant a pardon to a person who was convicted in the United States District Court, Superior Court, or the District of Columbia, or military court martial. Generally, a pardon is an expression of forgiveness. A pardon can help eliminate some of the consequences of a conviction. So you have to be convicted to be pardoned.
Yeah. So when you see your Thomas Massey's or your Ron DeSantis fans talking about, well, why didn't he pardon the J6ers? You fucking morons don't even know what you're talking. You don't even know the law. As an ex-con, it pisses me off, dude.
It says here, under the Department of Justice rules, there is a 5-year waiting period before a person can apply for a pardon. The waiting period begins when a person is released from confinement, or if there was no prison sentence, the waiting period begins on the date of the sentencing.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Exactly.
Interesting. So
see, I got my
years to
rights
apply.
restored.
Mm-hmm.
In Virginia, they made you wait 10. They made you wait 10.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And if as long as you were nonviolent, they won't even pardon you. They'll give you what's called a ROR, Restoration of Rights.
Yeah.
So that's what I got. I got a restoration of rights. And the problem with that is only states that show reciprocity with Virginia will allow me to keep my gun rights. So I have to go down south, like everything up north, even though I have my rights restored, I can't go up there and carry my firearm legally. I have to go to states to show reciprocity with Virginia.
Okay.
Because they restored my rights. You know what I'm saying? But that shit is the most aggravating thing when you see fucking Thomas Massey, man. One of the most fucking down-to-earth fucking cocksuckers up there in Washington talking about, well, Trump didn't pardon any of the J6ers before he left office. How could he, man? You fucking clown.
Right.
That's some clown shit, man. The DeSantis fans are clowns.
No, I appreciate that.
That's all. My bad, bro. This batch came out better than the one I gave you, man. I lost it, dude. I lost it. Because I was puffing when we first got on, man. My bad, man. Hotep build everybody.
All right,
but
Hotep
attack
build.
that shit with veracity.
Yes, sir.
I'm out.
All right. Oh, shout out to Rudy. That's a good rebuttal. Yeah, you got to be convicted in order to pardon somebody. And Trump wasn't president probably by the time everybody got convicted, right? They said Anomaly saying he's having trouble going live. He said they keep taking down his lives after 30 seconds. I saw other people having this same issue. I don't know what this is all about, but I've seen people complain about this as well. The Grifties being half sold out is something I never would have guessed, and I'm pleasantly surprised about that. Wow. So yeah, go get your tickets before they sell out. Grifties.com. I think that's an indication of how, I just use the right word here because I was going to use the word crazy, but that might insinuate the wrong message. Memorable is a word I'd like to use. Epic is definitely a word I want to use. Hilarious. Unparalleled. Like, you're not going to find, like, where in the right wing do you get your favorites from The Blaze, Timcast, etc. mixed with the Hoteps? Like, where does this happen? It doesn't happen. The gatekeepers don't allow it to happen. So we had to create our own gate. Shout out to Hotepistan. We had to create our own gate, our own show, our own thing. And it's half sold out already. I haven't even ran the ads yet. I'm waiting to get the login credentials to the Grifties. I don't even have the login credentials to our own account. And it's probably my fault. But because I lost them somewhere. It's in my phone, but I need it on my desktop so I can run the ads. But I haven't run ads yet, and we're already half sold out. So hurry up and get your tickets. We're in New Jersey. I call all my homies. I know a bunch of those tickets are just probably, my hometown. I probably sold at least 10 tickets from my hometown, because I just, my homies are Jersey. But yeah, that's, the fact that it's half sold out is really, really dope, man. I can't wait to introduce some of y'all to, my peoples, the people I grew up with, people who have held me down here in Jersey, so you can meet internet friends, meet my real life friends. It's going to be really dope, man. I can't wait to see y'all there. With that being said, like I said, I'll be back tonight with Uncle Hotep, patreon.com/HotepSpinToldYou. And if you're not there, I will see you back here tomorrow for the Grift Report, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And we have chess lessons at 8 p.m. tonight on kick.com/Hotep Jesus. So join us over there and subscribe to my chess channel to become a better chess player. Until then, Hotep and Bill, be well, stay merry, and tell your family you love them. Hotep and Bill.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How I'm supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there. You understand? You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.